Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you how to create the perfectly working Helpx profile. If this is your first time on this channel, my name's Gabriele and I'm making videos about two of my biggest passions, which are photography and travels, most likely low budget travels. So you see, my goal is to create a career out of those passions, and since I'm starting from scratch, I thought, why not bring you guys along? As if I knew how to do it, but anyways. Oh, you're here. Well, then I suppose you forgot to tell you that if you enjoy this content, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's a very easy and free way to support us, so consider doing it. Thank you. Anyways, that's enough for the presentations. We shall move on to the interesting parts. First, let's roll the intro. Hey, what's in there? Intro. You get it? Intro. Let's search for Helpx. And here we are. As you can see, this is the front page and we go straight ahead to join. We are an helper. We want to be an helper, but you can also create your host profile if you wish. These are all the helper rules, like basically they tell you what to expect and how to kind of behave when it comes to dealing with your hosts. We know already these rules. We agree with the membership declaration. Well, I'm a single male. Now, we have to start by filling in our personal details. So I'll do that and then we'll be back to the second phase. Oh, well, hi. If you don't know what Helpx is, I will drop a pin up here so you can go check out the video where I explain what it is and why is it so great, so check it out. Once you finish to fill up with your personal infos, we can move on to this second part, and this is basically the core of your of what will be your profile. So these are optionals, as you can see, but it's what your bio will look like. So I really suggest you take your time to do this. There is like 4 of them, and I suggest you take your time in order to fill them up properly. Optional number 1. Optional number 1 is the most important one because it's where you can tell any hosts about yourself. So every optional, by the way, has this little description of how you should and what you should write into them. So it's very easy to create a profile anyways. In this case, we will tell any possible host what are we good at, what we are looking for, what our skills are, what our passions are, what are we looking for. I said it already. Anyways, let's get cracking. The best advice that I can give you when you're writing down your description is to be very honest about it. Never put skills that you don't possess, and never overplay the skills you have, because once you get there, people will realize that you were lying. So it's better to be honest. And as well, if there is something, for example, I don't know, if you're a vegetarian, you should say, I'm looking for a host that can provide a vegetarian meal. Or if you have any other issues or any other preferences, always be honest about it, because you may find yourself in situations that are too extreme for you and that you were not expecting. Another suggestion that I can give you is to keep it short. Not too short, of course, because you want to explain who you are and what you like and what you're looking for, but not crazy long either. So that's pretty much all you need to create a perfect bio. Optional 2. Optional number 2 is about references. If you've been volunteering, if you've been on Helpx already, you can write down what you did and with whom here. So it's like a CV basically. If you have any references, just put them down and they will show up. Well, I'm creating this profile from zero, so I don't have any reviews, but I had a profile with reviews. So what I decided to do was to say it. So I wrote down that I had another profile that I used to Helpx for a long time, and I decided to create a new one. But if any host wants to check it out, I left the membership number and a link to it. So that's easy and everyone can just look up for it, and there's the reviews there. So optional 3 and 4. In my opinion, these are the real optionals, because optional number 3 is about choosing if you want a travel companion and sending a message directly to them, and number 4 is about feedback, if you like the website, what opinions you have on that. So those are the real opinions. Alright, so when it comes to my clumsiness, we all know that, well, how to put it, that's kind of an issue, let's say. So what I was saying is that once you're done filling up all the options and all your details, you can just press on the square that submits and submit in order to create your free profile. But recording somehow failed me. So I'm telling you, you can see it from when I was talking about options 3 and 4. There's that small square and then the submit button. So we'll move on from there. Okay, so this is how your screen will look like once you are logged in into your profile. And keep in mind, this is a free profile, which is basically useless because you can look at hosts, but you can't talk to them. So there is no point in having a free profile, in my opinion. So as you can see, here there is a line of voices that will go explore. Well, not all of them, just because they are self-explanatory. Inbox, outbox, where the messages you send / receive will be. My profile, this is how your profile will look like. Once it's done, there will be pictures as well, but you can only put pictures once you're on a Premiere profile. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Those are the options that I filled in. It basically looks like CV of sorts. My favorites, where you can highlight your favorite hosts. My photos, where you will put your photos once you can, because you need to be Premiere in order to have photos. Update, where you can update your private infos, and upgrade, which is where we want to go. So in order to upgrade to Premiere Helper membership, all you need to do is to pay, basically. So I'm paying euros, and what will happen here is like you can choose the way to pay, and that's it. Finally, we are a premium member, so the last thing we need to do is to put some pictures. Well, since you can just put 2 pictures, I suggest one should be one of your face, that really shows how you look like, even though it doesn't really matter. And one should be something that shows what you can do, maybe you doing something that you wrote on your description, something like that. Those are the pictures that will get you most likely to meet some hosts. Well, it seems like we are done for this video too. So before you leave, I just wanted to remind you that if you enjoyed this content, leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and maybe drop a comment. If you have any questions, just let me know, I will be happy to answer you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye! So if this is your first time here, I mainly have to. Since I'm starting from scratch, I thought, why not bring you guys with me? As if. Perso. Oh, you're here. So I suppose I forgot to tell you. Please, if you enjoy this content, oh, you're here. So I suppose I forgot to tell you. Since you're here, I suppose you forgot again, but I forgot too.